Hey y'all, it's Sims Freak 2182 and I'm back. I'm gonna go over the story of Flyff and then show you the classes and kind of what they look like, what they use, that type of stuff. So, Chapter 1, Birth. There were once 5 beings of limitless power that, struck by a strange mood, decided to create a world full of magic and inexhaustible energy. They met and laid the foundations that would define the world as they were to build. They created water for life to flourish. They created earth for life to grow. They created wind for life to breathe. They created fire to temper the souls of the world's inhabitants. They created lightning to remind those that watched the skies that they were not alone. They then created this land and called it Ryoka. Roika. Yeah, Roika. Chapter 2, Races. Life in the world known as Roika was very good for a long time. The human race was made and spread across the world. They began to grow and proliferate. The creators smiled at the life they had created and continued to bless Roika's inhabitants. Over time, however, the humans grew lonely and begged the creators to give them companions. They wished for friends and they could turn to in times of difficulty. Benevolent as always, the creators then brought life to the dwarfheads. Short but stout and skilled humanoids that possessed many useful secrets. Happy, the dwarfheads and humans developed the rest of their world and lived in harmony for many generations. All things seemingly perfect, the creators soon grew tired of watching over the life they had created. They prepared to leave Roika forever with the intent of returning home. Dwarfheads and humans begged the creators to stay. Sadly, the creators said, "We cannot, but we will leave someone to watch over you." The creators then created the powerful Rhysis, a being in the likeness of the ones who had made her. She was then bestowed with the duty to protect all life on Roika. Rhysis watched the land for thousands of years, but each year she began to grow more and more lonely. The pain of being left behind with no equal, no companion of her own began to occupy her mind. Chapter 3, War of the Gods. One day, Rhysis drew energies from 3 aspects of herself and created the 3 clown gods. She created Bubble, who represented Rhysis' joy and purity. She created Shade, who represented her fear and rage. She created Iblis, who represented nothing more than her apathy and neutrality. Shade, feeding on the very aspect she was created from, Rhysis' anger, set about to destroy Roika and the mortals who lived there. She furiously severed a section of Roika and sent it to float. She had hoped that the people living on this chunk of continent would soon perish. However, this chunk of land became known as magical, and with their own okay, you guys are probably screaming this word. Ingenuity, and the help from of the dwarfettes, the humans survived, rebuilt their cities, and began to strive once more. Shade, enraged that she had failed, created a race of creatures known as masquerades. She sent them to destroy the people of Madrigal. Hearing the sounds of battle and disapproving of Shade's actions, Bubble knew he had to intervene. He struck out at the masquerades with such might that he split Madrigal into 3 main continents and scattered the masquerades throughout them. Iblis, uncaring, simply watched and did nothing. Not much is remembered from this time, but ancient stories speak of 8 brave heroes that stood up to Shade and her masquerade army. It is said that they sacrificed their own lives to defend the inhabitants of Madrigal succeeded, and that the mortals of Madrigal had won. Ow. Chapter 4, Rebirth. Ages passed, and the people of Madrigal began to grow strong and to once again thrive. Unfortunately, peace was never quite realized, and Shade's evil masquerades still roam the lands. Inspired, however, by the legends of the old heroes, and knowing full well that Madrigal is far from safe, They now train themselves to inevitably face Shade's master pets and to prepare for the day when Shade herself will return to destroy them all. So this is the map of the world. You start here in Flyff. So you start in this town right down here. Then you get sent to St. Morning. And then, which the town is right here. Then you go to Garden of Rices. Then you go to Dargon. And then you like go here in Darken 1 and 2. And then you enter here. And then there's places up here as well. So it's kind of hard to see where they would all fit if they were still together. I'm guessing this was right here. This, like, it's hard to piece back everything that was pretty much torn apart from each other. So basically 1 through 20, 20 through 40, 40 through 50, 50 through like 80, then like 80 through 100 or something, and then 100 is up. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. And that's why you either have to use one of the blink wings or to fly. So let's see. By the way, I'm on the Flyff wiki.gpotato.com/wiki/world. If we just go here, it's main page. So let's go to classes. Classes right here. There's these classes. I will show you a picture that's better than that one because, yeah, you're like, oh my god, what's what? So this is what's what. Vagrant is what you start through. So 1 through 15, then 15 through 60, 60 to like 120, and then 120 to however, whatever level is capped. So there's Mercenary, Acrobat, Assist, and Magician. Mercenary, you are either a Knight or a Blade. Through Knight, you have a Templar. Through Blade, you have a Slayer. Acrobat, you are either a Ranger or a Jester. Ranger goes to Crack Shooter. Jester through Harlequin. Assist, Ringmaster or Bill Poster. Through Ringmaster, you can become a Seraph. Through Bill Poster, you can become a Force Master. For the Magician, you have the Elementor and the Sightkeeper. Through the Elementor, you have the Arcanist. The Sightkeeper, you have the Mentalist. I really want to do a Blade because they're faster. And they deal a lot of damage. But I want to like go through every single one of them. I already have a Bill Poster, so that one I don't have to go through. But my goal is to kind of get to every single one of these. So my choices are kind of split up between Blade and these two. I've never really been interested in these two, the Ranger and the Jester. Not really into the Knight. Not really into the Ringmaster, even though everybody would want me in their team, on their, their little teams. I would kind of feel like a whore if I was a Ringmaster. Everybody would want me. But Blade or like Elementor or Sightkeeper. So in the comments below, you guys can comment which class you think I should go through. Even if it's not the ones that I want, if you guys want to see my Bill poster, you guys can comment that down below as well. So let me show you. So this is a vagrant, of course. You guys can already see mine. Then you have, okay, this is an acrobat. You can either do the bow or the yo-yo. Assist, you can do the knuckle and a shield, or a stick, which will do the healing. The healing stick. Magicians have staves and wands, and mercenaries have swords and axes. Reaching their second job, which is level 60. Yeah, level 130 is when you get your third job. So there's no images yet. And I've never seen them at all. So, yeah. Anyways, second jobs are level 60. So the jester uses the yo-yo, and the ranger uses the bow and arrow. Bill posters use knuckles, and that's actually what my character looks like. Well, not exactly, but the outfit and stuff. And ringmasters uses the stick. The Psykeeper uses the wands, and the Elementors uses the stabs. Blades use double swords. So they're the only class that can actually do 2 weapons at once. And then the knight has the axe. And they are actually called the meat. Oh, what is that term? They're like the piece of meat, though. So they're pretty much the bait every single time. They help all the classes stay alive. So there's no other pictures, which really sucks. That might just be my my goal. So acrobat, ranger, crackscrew, jester, harlequin, mercenary, knight, templar, blade, slayer, build, assist, ringmaster, build, poster, seraph, and forcemaster, magician, elementor, psykeeper, mentalist, and arcanist. I guess, yeah, they did like different colors and crap. So yeah, I feel like that too, because I don't know which one I want to be. So let's see. I've got Mask of Pets. I wish that they had like a whole. Let's look that up. Whoops. I don't know how to spell. Nope, not at all. So I wonder if they have a list, like images or something. I am the jester. I can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. If I don't like your attitude, don't be surprised to suddenly be laying on the ground dead and see me appear out of nowhere laughing. When this does happen, don't say I didn't warn you. The killer jester. Huh. Interesting. I like their helmets. So the jesters have the yo-yos. They have some pretty sick yo-yos as well. Oh, that's on Gaia Online. That's cool. I'm actually on Gaia too. What's this? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a record book. Interesting. Um, 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 um. So yeah, might as well. Master Pads right here. They don't have a whole like images. I wish I had all the images of all of them. So there are 484 monsters total. Um, so this one kind of stuck out at me. Burr. Interesting. Level 1. Really? Huh. I guess this might be like. Oh. Sometimes they have monsters that are for like special events and stuff. So you won't see them a lot. Like they're only there for the ant turtle. So you won't see them a whole hell of a lot. Like they're just there for the event. Ant's turtle. It looks just like one of those other ones that I was defeating. That's so weird. Forsaken Banshee. Whew. Oof. 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 129. Whew. And this is obviously a dungeon. Oof. Looks like a badass. Emerald Mantis. Ooh, pretty. Except I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're level 65. I don't want them near me. Crepper. Yeah, Crepper. Oh, looks like a one clawed crab, sort of. 49, 50, 51. Hmm. Interesting. So yeah, there's machinery as well. So like crane machinery is actually a crane. They're also in the 60s and 70s, early 70s. Big muscle. Yeah, level 25. Oh, there's one. There's one called. Where is it? That's in the next 200. It's called a hobo. It looks like a hobo. A one-armed hobo carrying a big-ass sword. They're level 35, 30, and 36, and 39. That's hilarious. Wow. If you're not intimidated by his charming mustache, his ridiculously large sword might do the trick. Yeah. They're not too bad. Ooh, harpy? What's a harpy? Oh, a harpy. Okay. So this is also a dungeon as well. They're in the 60s and 70s. Gala. They kind of look like a gnome. Or not a gnome, like a troll. I don't know. Yeah, 70s. Also a dungeon. Where's one that you'll actually see? Gobbler? Yeah, this it's a big ass freaking chicken. They're cute, they're crimson and feathery, and they're certainly made of win. Yeah, Gobbler, level 1. It's family members. It says none, but he has family members. And they're pretty badass. Uh, so yeah, there's several big ass chickens. They're in the level 90s. Love thief. What the hell? Oh, it's a big fat cat with a hammer. Level 15. That's pretty cool. That's hilarious. A big fat cat. Love thief. Luya? Yes, this is it. Level 91, or 90, 91, 93, and 95. Yeah, these are badasses. They. Living amongst the volcanoes and lava are the luyas. They vary from orange and red to blue and purple. Luyas wear a metal crest on their chest and armor on their feet. They truly are regal birds and look as though they are aflame by the way their feathers are. Although not very big, they can still deliver a powerful attack. They are bigger than you are. So, yeah, they're pretty big. There's also a mammoth, actual mammoth. They are in, I believe, one of the upper map. Um, Pina is also the in-game currency. Male zombie. Oh, yeah. I think he can he can be like your pet or something. I've never seen anybody having to fight him. Let's see. Jeez. Queen Pop Crank? Oh, hell no. Ugh. Combines two of the most annoying things. 105. Yeah. Pop Crack? Ugh. Yeah, every child's nightmare has finally taken form of a evil Jack-in-the-Box clown. His face is white with clown makeup, and his hair is green or yellow. His body is lavish with purple, red, gold, and blue silks. He jumps and spins and likes to chase down his prey unmercifully. If you ever happen to find one of these gold boxes in Darken 3, maybe you shouldn't wind the crank. Yeah, no, that's like the worst nightmare ever. I don't like clowns in particular. I don't really enjoy Jack in the Boxes. It has nothing to do with the Jack in the Box, but the clown. Yeah, no. Okay, the Yeti, the big fat cat with a hammer, and they're level 73. Those are pretty easy to kill. I have a level 64 and I can still kill them, but it takes a while. This is a Zombiger. Those get pretty annoying. Level 55 and up. Tiger. Oh, except I wouldn't want to touch it. And then a siren. That's what a siren is. It's a mid boss, so it's not the boss, and it's 96, level 96. And I believe it's in a dungeon. I believe. Yeah, I think that's a dungeon, or I don't know where it's at. Oh, there's also totem. Oh, do they not have one? I didn't. Oh my gosh, they look like totem poles. So that's basically what they are. A silky is one of these. I think in a dungeon as well. Travel guide. So you can actually click on these individual places and see where all the master pets are. They are. Of course, they have a shop. They have a community. They have the guide portals. They have gameplay, or they have information on everything. Premium is Coral Island, Ezria, Tracia, and Dark Tracia. So basically, if you wanted more fun and stuff, you can buy it. They also have special events where it's free. Like, I don't pay for anything in my games. Unless like I buy the game, then I don't really expect to pay for anything else. Because I don't have the money to pay for everything that I want. So I pretty much want a game where I can go and I don't have to pay for anything else. So let's see. So they have event boxes, they have world championships, Easter egg hunt. They do stuff, yeah, P.S. I fliff you. They have so many cool events that they do. They even have fan sites listed. Um, yeah, they have a lot of, yeah. Wow, 86 different types of uh food and vital drinks, and they have Christmas cookies. Oh, that's a chocolate cookie. Heh. Well, actually, looks pretty good. It doesn't look like a chocolate chip cookie though. It looks like heart shaped. They have Christmas cake. Ooh, that's nice. Christmas cookies. Meh. Okay. Wow, 10,000 health points. Max recovery is 20,000. Holy crap. 125 pena? That's not, well, I guess for that, that's not bad. Grilled eel. Interesting. So there's different things that the food can do. It can max your HP. It can max your speed. It can give your HP a boost. It can help your speed, your everything. Like it's not just to heal yourself. Ooh, sorry, I just had to. See, they even have pizza. So that's it. If you want to find this place, the link is right here. I will also leave the link in the description below. So yeah, if you want, yeah, just check this place out. It's also, let's see. If you want to go to actually see Flyff. No, not. Oh my goodness. No. So Flyff Gold official site. Oh boy. I don't want to come down with anything. So this is the main site. You can see the rest of the games that Webzine hosts. Flyff just happens to be one of them. And you can also get more info here for the classes and stuff, so you can actually see what they look like. So the class overview, this is what you get. Ooh, they have more pictures. Awesome. They have better pictures now. Yay! So yeah, 130 and 150. Interesting. So Vagrant, the starting class of Flyff. All new players are Vagrants by default. It's designed to give new players a basic feel of the game, as well as learning all the controls and the game mechanics. You fight with the basic weapons, and Vagrants' attacks are usually slow and far from accurate. And because of this, most Vagrants rely on buffs to achieve level 15 as fast as possible. And you only get 3 skills. The Acrobat is the most recent of the 4 first classes in the game, having been added to Flyff during an update on December 21st, 2005. And that's actually when Flyff actually came about, was 2005. Oh. So sorry about that. Um, They depend heavily on ranged melee attacks to fight and utilize both bows and yo-yos to combat enemies. Bows consume arrows with each use, and yo-yos have a slight chance to knock the target backwards. Since both their weapons require both hands to wield, acrobats are unable to equip a shield. However, acrobats have a wide array of skills geared towards stealthy and cunning maneuvers like dark illusion, which allows the user to turn invisible temporarily, and crossline, which has a chance to stun the target. Acrobats make use of every stat except for intelligence, which doesn't influence their damage, defense rate, or any aspect of their character except for their MP pool. Many players will advise against adding points to intelligence only to increase okay of intelligence only to increase an acrobat's MP, since the points are better spent in strength, stamina, or dexterity. So these are their skills. They have a fair amount. Magician. Magicians are ranged spellcasters. They are unable to focus large amounts of magic upon an enemy, dealing a great deal of damage before they are even ranged. Magicians generally have lower defense, lower HP, and sometimes even a delay which comes to casting spells. However, they are able to cast spells that not only damage enemies, but slows them down as well. Silent and mysterious, the magicians will always mystify curious eyes. And these are their spells. Or their skills. Yeah, I think one of my characters already has all of these. Assist. The assist is the main support class for Flyff. An assist may decide to specialize as a full support, wielding a stick in order to imbue allies with powerful buffs. On the other hand, an assist may also choose to equip a knuckle and shield to become strong and self-sufficient fighter. And these are their skills. And I already have all of these, obviously, since I have a level 64. Hold on, I'm gonna get a little drink of water. And then Mercenary. The Mercenary class is normally the first choice of newer players. These hack and slash characters are easy to level and don't require much money to raise. Being basically just click and wait, they make it easier to learn the game's mechanics. There are many types of mercenaries. Those going for blade as their second job would go mostly for dexterity. If you want someone who is nothing more than a blur if they hack away, then most likely you have just encountered a blade. Those going for knight would place most of their points in stamina. The knight class is what most players fondly refer to when they speak of the human meat shield. That's what I was going for. Human meat shield. These guys can really withstand some heavy hits, and this is what theirs are. And then if you go back to Acrobat, you can learn more about the Jester. Oops. They focus on ranged attacks using yo-yos. They have a wide range of skills that allow them to be strong PvPers with their yo-yo attacks. Some of them, yeah, they can even use some of their penny, their actual money, to do increased damage and escape incoming attacks. Some jesters will attack using a bow, taking advantage of a jester's trademark 4 times critical rate. So these are their skills. I only have 10. And then Ranger. They are ranged based melee class that focus on using bows to damage enemies, coupled with the Dark Illusion Acrobat skill. Rangers can make a great PK support class, as enemies will be silenced and will not see you coming or leaving the scene of the crime. So they have 10 skills. Then Harlequin. While blades and knights prefer to fight their fights head-on, these masters of deception and lurkers of the shadows use guile, killer instinct, and wit to find every possible advantage they can in order to manipulate their enemies into their doom. Unafraid of embracing the darker aspect of combat, they have no qualms about ending a fight from behind their foes. Tales even tell that these mystical yo-yo wielding assassins can vanish right before their enemies' eyes. So they only have 4 extra skills. And then the crack shooter, able to rain death upon their foes. These tacticians and battlefield snipers can end a fight long before it even reaches them. With the ability to equip new state-of-the-art, compact but highly lethal crossbows, these ranged fighters can and will kill multiple targets without them even knowing it. Skilled, smart, and with eyes like a hawk, parties will always appreciate their presence. And these guys only have 4. With Magician, you have Sightkeeper. Sightkeepers are one of the Magician's second classes. These, however, do not deal in the field of elemental damage. Most of the attacks, which are very powerful, tend to be based off mental and demonic forces. So they have 10. Elementars are a second class for magicians and are a high damage spell casting class that uses staves to cast devastating elemental spells. They have a wide range of elemental skills at their disposal which can damage one or several enemies at the same time, as well as self buffs to increase the damage they deal. They have 21. Mentalist. Crafters and controllers of the mind and of dark magic. These playful but graceful and fearsome magicians can manipulate the battlefield and their foes that stand upon it into a painful and horrifying demise. While often misunderstood and feared by even their own colleagues, it is a great relief to know that these practitioners of otherworldly magic fight for the side of good. Oh yeah, that's for sure. So these guys only have 5. Arcanist. Few can boast that they possess the ability to manipulate the elements and energies of the universe. Even fewer can boast that they are masters of it. These powerful battle mages are just that. With the ability to rain fire, call down streaks of lightning, create fearsome tornadoes, bend the cosmos to warp and maim their enemies, and yet even more, all those that stand against these masterful magicians will know fear when in its greatest form, and will almost certainly face a painful death. So these only have 4. 4 skills. Assists. Bill Poster. Bill posters are undoubtedly the most self-sufficient class in the game. With their normal assist buffs and their additional damage skills set upon second job change, they are a very strong class. They are more of a melee class and fight using a knuckle and a shield. So these guys have 10. Ringmaster. Ringmasters is the other class that an assist can choose from. When it comes to partners, this class is the most sought after due to their ability to enhance others' abilities and skills. With extra buffs and skills, this assist class is almost considered a necessity for gameplay, or at least they make it easier. So these also have 10. Force Master. True masters of mind, body, and soul, these stonic warriors need only mystical knuckles to cover their hands as weapons and let their fists do their talking. Keepers and practitioners of sacred martial arts, these fighters have often been described as near unbeatable, able to level mountains with a single strike, and even as a harbinger of death for all evil. Blessed with titanic strength from Rises herself, Magical needs no more a hero than these mighty men and women. So that's what my character's gonna be one day. My level 64, that is. But I still have a long way to go. Seraph, elegant, benevolent, and selfless. While these words describe these mystical healers in truth, it is hard to deny a sense of awe to hear that these blessed men and women may be descendant of Rises herself. Often sought by adventurers in Magical, they are capable of mending any wound, big or small, can bless their companions, and awaken strength, skill, and abilities few may think are possible, and can even raise those fallen on the battlefield. Rumor also say that in times of need, these mystics can even evoke the power of temporary immortality, and that no harm may come upon them. So they have 6. Mercenary. So you have your knight. Knights are a second class for mercenaries and are the best tanks in the game. As a knight, you will receive more health points per stamina point than any other class. So they have 9. Blades are a second class for mercenaries and are the best damage dealers in the game. As a blade, you will be able to wield 2 weapons at the same time and thus drastically increase your damage output. So they have 10. Templar, the ultimate guardian. They are the optimum of defense and are the knights in shining armor legends are made of, whether it be with shining sword and a shield in hand, or a towering great axe, or with a magnificent great sword. These protectors inspire and fight for their friends while striking fear and imposing their will on whatever evil they may face. So they have 6 skills. Slayer. The best defense is an unrelenting offense. So the saying goes amongst these masters of the battlefield. Lightly armored, but able to wield 2 weapons with seemingly superhuman skill and dexterity, these ferocious fighters never relent on the attack, and their fury never ceases until all those that oppose them have been laid to waste at their hands. So they only get 4. So I don't know. I'm thinking Blade, Psykeeper, or Elementor. But you guys, since I've read them and you guys got to see a glimpse of their skills, maybe you guys have your own type of input. You know, if you guys want to, you guys can do it down below. But that's it for this episode, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.